What's up, guys? This is Shao Master with a brand new video. Today we're doing What If Deku Had Mewtwo's Powers. Now, I've seen the video, I got 10 views, that's great though. And, well, anything above like 3 views, I'll do another episode. So, yeah. So, we're doing My Hero Academia. Wait. Villains. Villains Pokemon. And I really didn't see any comments. I know it was like an hour long. I'm so sorry for that. But I want it to be really special for people. Hour long special for this good thing. I thought of it. It sounds good. Yeah. But next time I'm doing What If Deku Had Bloppy's powers from, it was called Big Hero 6. Bloppy could turn himself to any type of matter or something. Like, turn himself into anything. Now, let's try to find them. So, let me try to find it. I think, yeah, this was the weird part of it. That was Shigaraki's, like, other Pokemon. So, let's get the story on the road. So, they get 2 days off of school because the attack of the thing. So they come to school and they say that they're gonna live at the dorms now. So like tomorrow they're starting the dorm thing. And Lochaku says that to Deku. I'm actually gonna call him Deku now. They just tell him to call him Deku though, and they just say Lochaku says, "Hey Deku, wasn't it weird that guy had a legendary Pokemon though?" And he says, "Yeah, that was really weird though." And he's saying, "Hey, what did Shigaraki do anyway?" And, well, the, Shigaraki does have a Mega Evolve Stone, but, like, he can't use it because it's not, like, bonding crap. It's, like, bullshit. He just didn't want to use it because his, thing couldn't handle all the power. And, well, Ochaku asks Deku to a battle. So they do, and Deku's actually getting fond to Ochaku, but he is a Pokemon, they're humans, so. And they're speciesing like Aliens versus Predator when they were on that icy base. Sorry. Sorry. So, she says, let's battle. So they do. They go outside and they have this little gym area though, and there's a coach there. And he says, may the battle begin. So, Deku pulls out his copy of himself. Supreme, that's what he's calling it, because if he actually said the real name of it, then he was saying, wait, isn't that the Pokemon Mew, but like, weirder? And the ref said that, why is your Pokemon in, like, armor? And Ochako says that he got hurt and stuff like that, so he has to wear that armor to heal. And he says, okay then. And, well, All For One actually has a little spy camera on Deku's clone, and he sees everything that Deku sees. I mean, he doesn't see everything. So like, sorry, he has like a little camera on him that nobody can see except All For One. And well, he's recording everything, checking out their Pokemon work though. And he likes DNA splicing, so he actually added his own DNA to a clone of Mewtwo and created this monstrosity, the Emperor Mewtwo. Now, Mewtwo would be, like, willingly to do that, because, like, this shit looks badass, but it only has one small arm. Dang, you need to beat your meat more, man. You're homeless. Sorry, guys. You're just a Mexican. That's a slap for racism. Sorry. So, Ochako would use, Bulbasaur. Let's say she has water types, because she's water type sometimes. She says Bulbasaur use water gun, and Deku says use psychic to like actually stop the attack. And well, Deku tells him to use water blast. So, like, he puts his hand, like, you know, the Ultimates in Dragon Ball Z 2, where they, like, get their hand once and, like, they fire it. So it's like that. And it fires back at him, and both swords are now really mad. So, Otaku says to use water blast, and then attack it. I don't even know what it's like. Let's just call it slash or something. So then she says use water pump, and then use slash, and he does, and then he's charging at him. And Deku says use Sonic Force Field. So then he does, and he creates like this little shield around him, and auras around him, and, well, they're a little battling, and All Might sees this with his Zygarde, and Zygarde can read minds of people, and Zygarde can clearly see that Deku's actually a Pokemon. So he really doesn't tell All Might this, because he doesn't think what he would do, and All Might tells Zygarde that, I bet you know, I bet you can read that guy's mind over there and check to see what's his Pokemon name's really. So Zygarde does that, and Deku's mind's actually blocked off. And he tells All Might said that I can't read his mind because somebody's blocking off. And, well, Deku's Pokemon actually senses where they are, so he stares where they are. And All Might says, wait, that Pokemon saw us. And, like, he sees us. And, well, Deku say, what's wrong, Supreme? And he actually fires the water pump at the air where they are. And All Might tells him to use, 100% cannon. So, like, he fires a green energy beam to stop the water pump. And, Deku sees All Might and Zygarde. And, well, Deku actually says that I have to go. I have to, like, go back to my room. So they end the battle there. So, like, technically she won, but, like, he actually took down her Pokemon first. The rest is actually counting Deku wins this one. So they go back in their room, and before they can go back in their room, like, at least in the building, All Might sees Deku. And he walks up to them and say, hey, young, and he got his name is called Deku, so, hey, Deku, you want to battle? And he says, sure. So they're battling. He's using, Mewtwo, and Deku, All Might says that you better go full power, so he does, and he says that you better use that weird form you did on your Pokemon. And he does, so he says chaos and he says chaos energy, so it becomes that big ass arm. And, well, Zygarde uses his 1% power, and they start fighting. They're like on a stalemate until he says, Zygarde, use mind control, and it doesn't work on. Supreme, use mind control. So he tries, and it doesn't work. So then he tells him to use psychic, and that works. And he says, Supreme, use Psychic Crush. So Psychic Crush actually crushes the Pokemon until, like, I know Zygarde can split up, so he, like, forces it to split up into, like, all of its smaller forms. To form, like, the two dogs, or, like, the big worm things. And, well, he creates a clone of himself. And, well, he actually has the second one. And he said, well, we're going to try the second one, though. He says, evolve the chaos in the universe. And, well, they both fuse. They, like, combine back, though. And Mewtwo gets a new form. Now, I don't have any picture for, like, a new form of Mewtwo, but, like, he would have his... Mostly Mewtwo would have, like, the, See, this is All Might Pokemon right here. Zygarde, 100%. All Might Zygarde. Jesus Christ. Well... Its form would actually, like, be, like, it would have a few eyes on it. Like, it would have, like, a few eyes, like, one eye on its forehead, though. And, All Might says, finally you're doing full power, and Zygarde doesn't feel good like this because those stones, unlike his, they're coming out of his arms. And, Deku tells, his Mewtwo to attack with Psychic Gun. So, like, creates actually energy strong enough to actually blow up a mountain, but, like, he makes it precise to fire at Zygarde. And he fires it, and it actually, like, destroys one of Zygarde's arm, though. And, well, it does, like, it comes back because it's just smaller Pokemon. Then it comes back, though. And he gets to jump on him, and he tells, Mewtwo to use Psychic Rush, so, like, it actually creates, like, portals to, like, rush him, though. And, like, attacking him. So, like, Zygarde is now, like, weakened enough. And he tells him to finish this, so he uses Dark Chaos Blast. And it's like if you've seen Bardock where he holds the energy and throws, it's like that, but like darker and like bigger. It has like rings around it like Saturn. And he throws it. It's not like destructiveness, but like it does like win the bout. And All Might says that Zygarde, you did good, so he returns it. And he congratulates Deku. But that copy of Mewtwo is staring at All Might's Pokeball, so he actually grabs it. He uses his psychic powers to grab it, and he actually swallows it, and All Might saying, wait, what your Pokemon just did? And he said, I really don't know. So actually, like, it deforms though, and like, the Pokeball is now like, spit out though, and you know how it did? It actually copied the data of Zygarde. And Zygarde is actually okay and is fully healed though. And he says, wait, so your Pokemon can heal our Pokemon by eating them in the ball? And he says, apparently so. And he pats Deku on the back. And, well, the clone doesn't understand this. So he actually charges up an energy ball. And Deku doesn't notice this. And he tries to fire at All Might because he thinks that he's hurting Deku. So it hits All Might though, but like it doesn't hurt him at all though, like not that much. And he says, you must have a protective Pokemon though. And he says, yeah. And he returns it back to his ball though. And All Might would say, wait, how does... He would ask, what type is it though? And he said, it's a Psychic. So why did it use Dark type moves? And, well, Deku has no explanation of this. He just says it can learn other moves from different types. And he says, okay. So, he goes home to the league, and Shigaraki would say that, they're having a field trip in a few days. So then, he asks that, did you use the Art Stone yet? And he did. And he said, great. So he made a third one. And he tells him that this one will actually fuse you and your clone to create a super hybrid of it. But the fusion is like almost permanent and it only lasts for 6 minutes. And, well, the clone actually like goes back into him though. And All For One would see that and he would say that, Mewtwo, you did really good though, but did you fight All Might? And he says yes, and I fought Zygarde. And he would say that his clone actually copied the DNA of it, so now you can clone it as long as he has like water at least. And he actually spits out like a larva of Zygarde, like a small form of it, like a baby form, and it's like all corrupted. So like we have, let me show you what we really have. So let's say the red is still there, the yellow actually turns to black, and the blue turns into a lightish red, and like it looks like evil-like, and it has like corruption, like, let's say that its feet would look like Talon's feet though, and he says that it's a corrupted version of it, so it has more power, it's a dark type. And All For One would say, can your Pokemon do that to every single one? And I mean, can your clone do that to every single one? And UA says yeah. So, All for One would tell him that you need to, like, let your Pokemon eat every single ball and stuff like that, and, like, gain all their genetic quirks. So, this makes perfect sense for me because, see? 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 Sorry. So, let me tell you about the corruption versions. So, the corruption versions can last longer, but, like, they can, like, they're, like, purely chaotic, though, and, like, and, well, sorry. And, well, the corruption versions can, like, die off, because they need enough energy, they need, like, at least, they need enough to, like, keep them alive for, like, a few weeks. Like, at least food or meat. And, well, here's the thing. Corruption versions can actually, like, have cool new powers, though, that the original Pokemon didn't have. So let's say if we have corrupted version of Pikachu, it would turn dark, and would still have its electricity abilities. But it would have, like, the lightning would be, like, all reddish, red and yellow. And this is, yeah, that's it. So they get there, and Deku's room looks a little bland, though. It just has science stuff on there, and Ochako says that let's all meet up here in a few minutes to, like, look at everyone's room. So they do, and they look at Ochako's, and it looks so cool. And, well, Deku and Ochako are by each other, though, and she accidentally, like, touches his hand, and she blushes, and Deku does the exact same thing, but he knows that he really can't date her because interspecies. Fuck you, YouTube. Yep, I have balls. See? Fight me, YouTube. Fight me. Fist fight. You won't fight me because you're racist. Sorry. So, well, they see Deku's room, and it only has a few things. It actually has this cool armor for its Pokemon. And, well, his Pokemon's there just sleeping on the roof. And they would see it, like, with no armor on, but, like, it would have, like, all those spots. It would look like a darker version of it, like, corrupted. And because the corruption versions can show more corruption and darkness, and he would tell him that that armor does increase the stats, so, but it has a drawback, so it, like, turns the user's color into a different color. If, I swear to God, if you guys racial profile me, I swear I'll fight you. Fight me at East 22, in the woods. Demogorgon. Fight me. And, sorry for that, because that was fucked up. Sorry, but, like, fuck. So they see, the corrupted version of him, and, it would actually get, like, more scarier, like, then they have more, like, sharper areas, and Deku would say, no, you know what, the guys don't have to be scared, though, it's just, like, its form changes, like, more darkness it has, though. So why you think it was, like, normal in the light, because it's had so much, and when it's in a dark room, it turns into, like, a spikier version of itself. And, well, they don't check see Monedas because, actually, let's check see what Monedas would look like. It would just look like normal, casual, and will only have pervy things on his computer, that dirty fucker. And his Pokemon would have, like, a lit area of grass. And I would say, wow, now you actually take care of your Pokemon. And then somebody said that and say, screw you guys, though. I actually take care of my Pokemon. And a few days later, they go to the woods. Now, the woods, here are the people they're trying to kidnap. Bakugo, half and half. Wait, shit, I skipped UA's thing. Crap, I can't remember the UA. Okay, so we're doing the UA Sports Festival. So, it's first, this is how the Sports Festival goes. Pokemon, this is like a 1-on-1, or like it's 2-on-1 or something. They can choose how many people versus one. So Deku tells everyone that, nobody really has to be on his team, though. Like, it just wants to be him though by himself, and like everyone would like do it. It would be a 3v1. So let me show you the 3v1. Deku versus Ochaku, Bakugo, and Half and Half. So Ochaku would use her Pokemon Blastoise. Bakugo uses his Charizard, and Half and Half would use his Eevee to turn into like an ice, and he would use his armed version of his Mewtwo. And everyone's saying the crowd, wait, how's that kid has an armored version of like his thing? And everyone was saying, wait, isn't that like something? And everyone's saying though, and President Mike says that this Pokemon is like a different type though, so like if you try to scan it with your Pokédex, it will explode. So somebody did try to do it, so their actual thing exploded. And well, Mewtwo can actually cause storms though, so like President Mike says go, so Deku says let's try a new move. So he uses Chaos Stone to turn his Pokemon to a Chaos Pokemon. And, well, remember, big hand, no meat. That poor Pokemon will never understand how it's rough though when you think of some perverting and trying not to, but it gets harder. And why am I saying this on YouTube? Fuck off YouTube. Fuck off YouTube. That's the monetization. A middle finger up your butt. No homo. Sorry. And, well, everyone would see it and they're saying, wait, what? And Bakugo says that, well, I got one of those too, though. So he actually turns his into like a darker, it would be a dark, I think it's called, you know what, isn't it like X, Charizard with all the black and the blue flames?
It's, yeah, Charizard X.
Yeah, Charizard X. And Deku starts laughing and says, wow, Bakugo, you're just trying to copy me now. And he shows that his true form. And he uses the third one, and he says, I'll show you the true power of bond a Pokemon and a human can show you. So he actually shows them, and he actually fuses with his Pokemon, and he would say that...
Yep, you're right. It's Charizard X.
Shut up. He would say that, now me and my Pokemon are one and will defeat you guys. And everyone's saying, wait, how did that kid fuse with his Pokemon? And, well, he would tell the crowd that he only has 6 minutes to fight before he, like, defused, though, and my Pokemon stamina is drained completely. So, Deku would immediately use Mind Control. Now, if the Pokemon's get out of the ring, or, like, they get severely damaged, he would do that. Now, he's mostly seriously damaging Bakugo's Pokemon. Now, they would say begin, so, like, the Pokemon trainers wouldn't, like, it wouldn't be like a flat arena, though. They get to travel around a little bit and fight each other. So Deku would be, like, using his psychic abilities to grab Charizard and throw you to the ground a lot, though. And Deku would say, well, better turn this place into a thunderstorm. So he gets his hand, though, and, like, forces it, like, turning into, like, a tornado. And storms happen in, like, a thunderstorm. And it actually shocks Bakugo's Pokemon until, like, it can't move anymore. And then President Mike says Bakugo's Pokemon is out of the game. And, well, Bakugo sees that Chaku and Half and Half's Pokemon are not getting damaged that much. Deku causes actually like a tornado. And he causes the Chaos Tornado because the tornado's gravity's like shifted how he wants it to be. If he wants 0 gravity, done. If he wants to be like hard, like dense, and he gets them both sucked in there, the 2 Pokemon, and they start fighting a little bit, and they both lose. And Deku uses Psychic ability to say that these are the strongest Pokemon class 1A can bring me. And, well, he actually, like, gets 2 Pokeballs out of his, like, he would create 2 Pokeballs by, like, shining off him, though, and then create Pokeballs. So then he eats them, and they're saying, wait, did that kid just eat the Pokeballs? And he spits them out though. And the Pokemons are still in there. And he actually like spits 2 of the copies of them though. They're fine though because they're all healed up. And he says, well, meet my 2 copies of them though. Half and half and Machaku. And she would Deku would tell Blastoise to use Dark Pump. And that sounds a little yes, badass. Sorry. And he was saying Dark Pump, so then it actually creates like a dark energy where the water should be coming out of. And he fires it at Ochaku's Pokemon. And, well, half and half's Pokemon actually blocks the attack. And, well, half and half's evil counterpart of his Pokemon, Eevee, he would tell Eevee to use ice, actually dark ice. So, like, you'll create, like, a dark version of the ice crystals, and, like, they would fire it, and, like, actually, like, gets you really, it actually hurts you really badly, though, and emits a poison. And he starts laughing a little bit, and President Mike says that, Deku, you only have 3 minutes left before your transmission's over. And all the energy he has been using, it would actually drain time to now 1. And, well, his arms actually, like, he's getting weaker, though, because it's running out of time. And then he has to sit on finishing this. So he creates a big dark energy ball. And he would, like, aim it for, the Eevee. And he would say, Final Darkness. And it would create, like, you know, like, the God Destruction key, Hakai. Like, keeps somebody in there. So he does. And he says, wow, my new powers are awesome. And President Mike says, well, Deku, you only have like 30 seconds left. And he says, wait, what? And, well, when Deku uses more power, though, it actually speeds up the timer. So that Dark Energy Ball actually took like half this time out now. Now he only has like 10 minutes, and both Pokemon are really injured, but like they're still moving, and he defuses with his. And, well, the stone's actually cracked, though, and, like, it's almost, like, broken apart. A big shark on it. A shatter. And, well, Deku says that even without my Pokemon, I can still defeat you guys with the clones of them. And his President Mike says, yes, technically he does have his own Pokemon then. And Oshaku and Half now have to fight their evil counterparts. And he would say, use Dark Pump and Dark Ice Shard. So they do, and they create Dark Ice Pump. And, like, it's like spinning ice with dark energy going through it. And their Pokemon are really decimated, though. And President Max says Deku is the winner. And that's when, like, this Mew is, like, actually, like, really evil in contests, though. So it's mostly like battling. He would do the coolest thing to Pokemon. And he would tell the 2 clone Pokemon to get the Pokeballs. So they do. And they have like little scratches of their like former selves. Like they're left of that's getting corrupted still. And, well, nurse let's say Recovery Girl is actually the nurse for the Pokemon and humans. She heals the Pokemon up, and Ochaku says, dang, is Deku that evil though in these? And Hafner says, afraid so. So his fusion form can copy our Pokemons and actually clone them. But I bet those clones have like a time limit. And All Might sees this and walks up to Deku. And he says, why you did that? And he tells him that when he's fused with his Pokemon, that it creates like really evil intentions though and stuff. And, well, his Mega Stone's actually cracking though. And, well, All Might would say that in small form that He already seen a small by phone because when they were talking a little bit, he went small by accident. And Deku asks, "Don't you have an injury though?" And he says yes. And well, he actually heals it for him. And All Might would say, "So your new form can cause thunderstorms, create tornadoes, capture Pokemon into like an energy field, actually eating the Pokeballs and then cloning them and stuff." And he says yes. So then he says, "So where's the clone of Zygarde?" And he says he has it in this one Pokeball. So each corruption version would get like a letter for like their actual name of it. So the next match is actually, well, they're really, so it would be Mineta, Froppy, and Ida versus, you guessed it, Deku, the strongest Pokemon trainer. And Deku would pull out his signature one, his Supreme, and he would pull out the 3 clones he still has. So, come out, he would say, come out, Blastoise, Charizard, half and half, wait, come out, Blastoise, Charizard, half and half, Eevee, and here you go, All Might's own Pokemon, Zygarde, yeah, 100%, and I would say, wait, that's All Might's Pokemon, how did this kid get it? And he gets his Mega Stone, and it can actually upgrade all of them. So they all turn into like these massive beast creatures. And well, the Zygarde actually like let me search. Sorry guys if you had to see my face. I really don't like showing my face in these letters. All MIGHT Pokemon. Ah. Oh, it hurts. Shut up, fat ass. Space EVIL. Space. Can't find it, can't find it, can't find it. Really can't, but like, I want to find something really evil. If I do find it, and I'll show you guys, but like, I really can't find it. So, Frobby's Manet's actually like busting his pants still, and his Pokemon's really scared. And Deku's older would be like radical beasts though, and he would tell his main Pokemon to attack with dark energy. And Manet says to dodge it, but like he can't, so he tells the Pokemon to use Psychic to hold his Pokemon in place. And he actually forces the energy block to like a lot of them. And well, Manet's Pokemon's like badly wounded though, but like it's still moving. And President Mike says, as long as Pokemon can move, it's still in the game. Oh, I have to do something, guys. Wait. Yes? What is it? Sorry, guys, for that interruption. So, as long as the Pokemon can really actually allow them, as long as the trainer says, yes, my Pokemon can still be in the game, President Mike will allow it, though. And, well, Deku tells his Pokemon to cause a storm, and they say, wait, I thought you were going to do that in your combined form. And he says, nope, it's just a natural thing for the species. So he causes actually like a snowstorm, so like snow is actually building up. It's not like a small snowstorm. It's like a thunder, snow, hurricane, stuff like that. And everyone's freezing and wet, so like they're not canceling it because like people brought raincoats and stuff. And well, Deku does pull up a shield around everybody, and he says, "Don't worry, you filthy, quirkless losers." And everyone's saying, "Wait, what?" And actually, so when Deku absorbs those 2 Pokemons, he gains their thing. So if he digs or like enough Pokemon, he'll actually turn good. But he still has all those evil intents though. And well, he gets Froppy's Greninja. She would have like 3 Greninjas, and she would tell all of them to use Water Shuriken. And he would tell the Mewtwo to actually like hold them in place. And Froppy would say no way though, and she would say no way, Ribbit. I love saying that shit. It's so fucking hilarious. And well, Deku tells him to go back with them. So like he's holding them all, and he's telling his Pokemon to attack. And Mineta's Pokemon's technically out, so like Mineta loses. Mineta does have another Pokemon, but let's say it's Snorlax. No, let's say it's Groudon, or at least like let's say Groudon. And he's still in the game, still, but like, Asui's Pokemon, if they get hit with this attack, they're gonna lose. So, Deku tells them that Mewtwo increase the strength of those discs of water. So, like, he makes it more raining, so he would force all of them to go in the sky, though, and they would gain, like, enough water. And he would shrink them down into, like, a small water ball. And he says that if my Pokemon attacks with this, that one of your Pokemon will be out of this arena. And he says, you're bluffing. And he tells him, trust me, I'm not bluffing. And he throws it at one of the Greninjas. And they're actually pushed on the wall, like they're stuck, and like they fall down. And Deku started laughing maniacally, and he said, wow, all Pokemon are stupid anyway. And Froppy says, what's your problem with calling Pokemon stupid anyway? And, well, Deku says that I really don't care about these useless anyway, though. Useless, fools anyway. And he says that I'm going to show you my true form. So he actually tries to activate the 3rd stage of it. And, well, it doesn't work the first try. He continues hitting it, though, and it works. And he actually grabs Mineta's Growlithe and he grabs like one of all of them and like put them in a ball. He eats them and he spits them all out. All of them are healed up. And well, Deku has spit like 3 Greninjas out. He would call them Dark Greninjas. A Dark Growlon and the tree thing. I don't even know what it's called. And well, he says now he has a Dark Army type attributes of them. And well, President Mike says, Deku, you need to stop with the storm. So he says, okay then. So he makes it sunny though, so all the water's like melting and all this stuff. But it's like raining a little bit still. And he actually gets lightning from the sky to strike down one of Asui's frogs. And the League of Villains are seeing this and they're saying, well, that kid's doing he's gonna ruin the plan though. And All For One says, I agree. So he has this little switch that actually like allows Deku to actually like get shocked though enough to like knock him out. So he pulls the switch though, and lightning actually hits him though and like shocks him a little bit. And well, Deku's technically out because he's fused with his Pokemon, but then they unfuse, so they're still in the game. And he would actually like control one of his Pokemon and say, "You thought I was done though," and they're saying, "Wait, what? You can transfer your mind to another Pokemon?" He says that my psychic ability is like infinite, so he tells all the dark Pokemon to attack with dark energy. Actually, he would call the attack called Omni Dark Destruction. So all of them are charging up their dark energy blast though. And he also would tell the Greninja to create a water shield. So he tries though, and with the remaining Pokemon still in there, and it doesn't really work. The shield immediately breaks, and Deku technically wins. And, well, Deku's form is like slipping a little bit though, and he thought, All for One, Shigaraki asks, what the fuck was that anyway? And, well, he would tell him that armor has, like, failsafe, so he tries to go rogue on us. So, yeah. So now it's gonna be class. Okay, so this is how it works. So if class 1A versus class 1A, if one class 1A person wins, they get to fight in the next class. So it's Deku versus class 1B. So they lose. They just all lose. He would tell all of them to come on the field though, and they would all throw their Pokemon. He would absorb them all, clone them, and like he now has over 50 clone Pokemon. And he attacked when he wins, and they would say, Deku wins, and he says a speech that says, wow, all you are stupid anyway, and all you are weak. And he actually doesn't say that, though. He just says, oh, I'm grateful I actually had a good teacher and stuff like that. And all the students are staring at him because, like, most of them have broken arms and stuff. And all their Pokemon are, like, actually, like, still their Pokeballs. And, well, Chocolate doesn't trust Deku anymore. But, like, she's still his friend, though. And it's the next day. So, they get told in, like, 2 days they're going to the field trip. But Chaku asks Deku, what was that form and why did he, like, decimate all over, like, Pokemon? And Bucko says that why you just didn't use your mind control quirk to, like, get one out of the arena and immediately make a quick victory. And he says that he wanted to satisfy the crowd. And he says, wasn't that, like, all your intentions too? And everyone shuts up, though, because they know that's right. And, well, Deku goes to that person that makes, like, all the gears to help people, though, with their quirks. So, he would ask, she has actually, like, so imagine this, like a small machine, like a silvery, looks like a machine Pokemon. Like, let's just say it's like a machine Pokemon and a nerd machine Pokemon. And she says, you must be, Deku, and she says that I've been hearing a lot of things about you, like you can fuse with your Pokemon. And she looks at his, Chaos Stones, and she says, cool, and she says, where you got those? And he says he actually forged them, though. Now, those stones can be made, like, you can combine two things, though. So you tell him how he made them. He said that he's telling you a fake lie. So he's telling you that he made it with, fused them with a dark attribute attack with, a pure light stone to create that. And she says that, can it be, like, fixed and stuff like that? He says, yeah, but he needs, like, more dark clones. And she's saying dark clones, so, like, he shows, she actually has to step out of the, place, because that place cannot handle all those clones. So, like, they both go outside and he's spewing out all the dark clones. And, well, he actually gets his, Chaos Stone that's almost broken. And they'll shoot dark attacks at it and, like, mends it. And now it's stronger than ever. You can just tell anime is like a fucking perverted freak. 5 likes. Interesting. Yeah, SCBs. Yes, SCBs. Always SCBs. Sorry. Not yet, fat ass. Sorry, guys. But Marvel's won't shut the fuck up. Stuff like a hobo, or like a Mexican, or Latino. Sorry. So now, did Bakugo, actually, they're saying cool, and he says that, don't you have, like, what about your second, third one, though? And he shows him that his form. And, one student, she says, let's battle. So then, he says, okay. So he chooses his main Pokemon, Mewtwo, and Bulbasaur, and Charizard. And, well, they're dark, though, so, like, he says Mewtwo use Psychic, so, like, he immediately controls both of them. and he captures them and like absorbs them and like spits them out. And now he's machine dark versions of them, and they look badass as hell. So like they have gear parts that are sticking out though, like, and they have like this gear sword and stuff. And she says, "So awesome." And well, she says, "Well, won't the clones die?" And he says, "Nope. As long as this dark chaos still lives, that means then they survive too." And well, they actually like it's mostly them two now shipping though, and they start talking a lot though. They meet each other a lot, and the chocolate's getting jealous by that. And she asks Deku that, "Do you want to battle?" And he says, "Sure." And he would, Chocolate would ask, I looked up like on the history of like check to see what type of Pokemon yours was, and she says that she never seen that Pokemon ever, and she heard on the news that a genetics lab was blown up by a Pokemon, and Dex says, and he knows he did it though. He killed like a lot. He killed how many Marvelous kills on Fortnite? 0. Shut up, Mexican. Fucking Indian. Fucking Latinos. Sorry. I'm just making jokes here, okay? If this offends anyone, you can see the middle finger, but I can't show it. I just don't really want to. So, Ochaku says that, "Are you a Pokemon?" And he says, "Why would you even think that?" And she says that, "Okay, prove it then. I'm gonna throw a Pokeball at you. If you do get captured, then you're a Pokemon." And he says, "Why the fuck am I gonna let you throw a Pokeball at me?" And Chaco's actually chasing him now, trying to throw a Pokeball on him. And he starts running, like really running though, and like she's catching up. Because she runs more than Deku. He mostly flies. And a lot of people are seeing this, and she thinks that Deku's a Pokemon, and Bakugo thinks so, because no human ever like fused with a Pokemon. And they're like chasing Deku, and Deku knows parkour. He's like a parkour god. So like he's parkouring up the stairs though, and he's getting to his dorm. And well, he opens like this. He actually connects to All Might in his head. I mean, All For One tells him that they think I'm a Pokemon, and I am though, but like it's weird. And he says, "Calm down." And well, he gets his clone out though, and he actually opens a portal, and All For One steps out, and he actually touches Deku, and he gains a quirk that allows him to block off, like, he will, so, like, the quirk will allow blocking off any objects that, like, try to throw him and, like, capture him. So, Deku thinks it's safe, so he goes out there, and a chocolate throws a Pokeball at him, and it opens up, but it fires a beam, and it doesn't work. Like, it really doesn't do anything. And he says, "Strange, that's weird." And Bakugo says he mustn't have tried enough. He has an Ultra Ball, so, like, it still doesn't work. And he says, "Well, must not be a Pokemon." And she's saying, "Well, it wouldn't open up anyway if you're not a Pokemon." And, he has the ability, remember, he can read minds, so he wipes their minds of their theory of he's a Pokemon, and he asks, "Why the fuck are we here, though?" And he was saying that you interrupted me of Choco talking, and you were talking shit, and we were talking about Pokemon and stuff. And she says, "Yeah." So, like, they're back to normal and stuff, because he can race minds. And, well, they get to that field trip, and, well, they're doing that. So, Deku's just like, immediately gonna fly, but they say you can't. They say that you need your Pokemon with you, so he pulls out all of his dark chaos of them, and, they say, "Geez, how many Pokemon do you have?" And he says, "Well, all of them are technically, like, dark clones, so technically the real one I actually have is this one." And she sees the, armored Mewtwo, and she's scared of it, though, and Mr. Charizard asks her to read Deku's mind, and she says that she can't though, and he says, "Wait, how?" And he says he must have like a mental barrier, and she asks what's his ability telepathy and like reading people's minds stuff, and she says, "Uh-huh." And well, Deku flies there with his Pokemon, and no, he actually shows everyone his ultimate form. So he just flies there immediately though, and he gets there. But Chaku actually grabbed his leg, or at least his tail, and like she's riding it. And Deku feels it to say, "Oh, Chuck, where the fuck are you on my leg? I mean my tail." And he said, "Oh, you better like." So he actually moves. He allows her to get on his back though, and he would ask him, "Why the fuck are you on my own back though?" Because he creates two clones of herself, and she says that if we get there faster, I'll tell you. So then they do, and the clones seep back into each other, and they split up. And he says, "Well, your stamina's running out," so he throws the ball on him, and it gets him back in the Pokeball. Now, this is where I get a little weirder. Their area is not like a log cabin, it's actually like this Pokemon Center. So they wouldn't really like try to steal anybody, they would just try to steal Pokemon. And there's this one guy that's been hired by the League of Villains, tells him that this guy hates Pokemon and he wants to catch them all and test them on them. So they actually get baited there by the villains. So when they get there, there's a jacuzzi, and everyone says that you can use that though. And well, they allow all their Pokemon. It's like a big one. It can actually fit like thousands of Pokemon. So he releases all his dark type Pokemon, and they try to touch the water. And one of them actually like turns to like this mush though, and Deku uses his stone to like bring it back to life. And he says, "Well, those Pokemon clones might not like water." And she asks Deku, "Can she read the mind of one of your Pokemon?" And he says, "Sure." So she tries to read the mind of the Pokemon, but it's like the Pokemon can change like its memory and stuff. So he makes the memories are like so dark that somebody wants to kill themselves immediately if they saw these. But like he doesn't make it that deep though. He just shows like happy times though and stuff like that. And well, it's like almost night, like almost time to sleep. And somebody asks she asks Deku to bow. So he does, and she has Mega Evolve stones, and he says, "Well, you're just like Kachan. You're like Bakugo over there." And he heard that, he say, "Fuck off, though." And he uses his Chaos Stones to be fused with his Mewtwo, and guess what? He now can fuse with multiple Pokemon, so he fuses with Mewtwo, his, his Mewtwo, Blastoise, and Charizard to create Mewtwo, Fire, and Water. So shoot water, fire, dark attack, but he uses mostly his dark attacks though. And she has mostly cat types, so like Meowth and stuff. No, never mind, I'm not gonna read that bullshit. And now this we're gonna have to leave off here. I'm sorry, but like I think we took this too long. If it's longer, I'm so sorry. I'm not editing this bullshit. And this is what I think of YouTube. This is YouTube. This is the F's I give. None. Zero. Latino. Businesso. Mexican. Truck. Guys, subscribe, like my videos, go to the link in the description below, and click it so you can watch my videos. And I will actually be posting them to there first, so that means people can see them more. But until I see one member on there that actually... Yeah. Ha, bitch. I have more subscribers than my brother. You want to see, guys? If I get 30 subscribers, I will do a 30 subscriber special. 30 subscribers special. Gonna come in 3 more subscribers. 30 subscriber special. Subscribe, comment, and like this video today. And one day you may be actually becoming a YouTuber like me with added 27 more subscribers.